You never know where God's call will lead you. But if you faithfully follow the call, you will never regret that you've surrendered all to the one who called you. This is the mystery of a call. You never get details. You only get veiled descriptions that only thinly reveal what God has planned for you. Such has been my journey to Malawi. You may have only heard one or two things about Malawi, but I want to share something more. Malawi is a country that beckons you to pause and feel its rhythm. The beauty of this landlocked country, home to close to 19 million people, is breathtaking. There are spectacularly beautiful landscapes, encircled by small villages hidden behind fields of maize during the rainy season. Newly constructed concrete shopping malls and homes for the middle and upper echelon of the country are only a few kilometers from small, hand-built brick homes with straw or tin roofs, most with no water, no electricity, and no plumbing. These homes can be unbearably hot just before the rainy season and uncomfortably cold during the dry season. The juxtaposition of these two realities can be jarring to the senses. This is a highly religious society. It is a holy fusion of Presbyterians, Muslims, Seventh-day Adventists, and Catholics. Malawians are early risers and hard workers. Men and women here have to work daily in order to eat. If you allow your senses to guide you, what you will notice is synchronized rhythm in the country. There is a subtle movement here that can be disconcerting at first as you observe the local community. The street vendors move precariously close to moving traffic. The women sway rhythmically in their chitinje, balancing large bundles on their heads. The minibuses and bicycle taxis dart in and out of traffic with unbelievable skill. And the children cluster together, playing with discarded items, cleverly transformed into toys. Even the dust of Malawi seems to have joined in the pulsating rhythm as it swirls around the bare feet of the children at play. It is a glorious union of the observable and the intangible. When you recognize this hidden symphony, you move in sync with it, and Malawi becomes embedded in your soul. This magnetic rhythm is most intensely felt at the local market. Men and women spread their wares on the sidewalks: clothes, housewares, belts, shoes, and of course food. Beans, onions, tomatoes, garlic, potatoes, sun-dried sardines, and fried donuts called mandatsi. Successful navigation in and out of the narrow spaces at the market requires that you feel and adapt to the rhythm that permeates this community. What you may first observe is poverty, but underneath it is Black joy. It is not that Malawians are satisfied to live without basic necessities. I believe that it is that Malawians refuse to let scarcity impact their view of themselves and of others. This is why Malawi has been given the name, the warm heart of Africa. With the recent democratic elections of a new president, there is a renewed optimism and energy. Malawians know things are changing, hopefully for the better. In order that the livelihood of the country, made up primarily of farmers, herdsmen, and hand artisans, could continue to be sustained. Because Malawi suffers from scarcity, the children are the ones who largely bear the consequences. The government only provides free education up to grade 8. After that, children and families without the means to pay school fees end up at home, helping to care for younger siblings, washing, cleaning, herding cattle, or sitting idle. The girl child is primarily impacted by this negative outcome. Because of a collaborative effort of the Presbyterian Church USA, PCUSA, Reformed Church of America, RCA, Church of Central African Presbyterian, CCAP, and the Malawi Mission Network, I have come to this welcoming place to walk alongside the Church of Central African Presbyterian to improve the quality of education for the more than 1,200 primary schools in the 3 synods in Malawi, 1 in Zambia, and 1 in Zimbabwe. I will also work to ensure the education of girls and special needs children. A recent study determined that if all students in low-income countries had just basic reading skills, an estimated 171 million people could escape extreme poverty. Malawian schools are chronically understaffed and overcrowded, with the student-teacher ratio being as high as 100:1. Basic literacy and numeracy skills are the lowest in the region, and the primary school dropout rate is 40%. Education is a powerful tool that can decrease the risk and vulnerability of all children, and especially the girl child. Research shows that a quality education is a key factor in eradicating systemic poverty, and the church has a history in playing a key role in education as a form of Christian witness. As the world waits collectively for a cure for this devastating COVID-19 virus, your donation to the work that I was called to do will ensure that the children under the CCAP umbrella have a fighting chance to receive the quality education that all children deserve. Malawi is still a hopeful place, and I ask that you walk with me so that together we can make this hopefulness a reality.
Uli achina ngombe, uli achina makuswe.